your best. You froze up. You broke it already?
No, we just needed to start recording, which we didn't
Oh,
do.
there's that too.
We got so signal happy as Gabby comes in for Alex now.
Thanks.
Got so signal happy that we didn't record.
Yeah. So much going on, trying to get everything going.
Takes a village, folks,
Nice.
to put this thing together as Barra drops a little
Ties us back up.
little half bomb on them to tie us at 5.
Oh, speaking of not recording,
Yeah, you might want to turn the
huddle
whatever
on?
that thing is on. They're going to call it double, so Southside takes their first lead in this match.
I'll have to put that all back together to send off.
It'll be what it is.
Oh, I guess I can't. Never mind.
If
Nice
we're
thing-
having this many problems, just imagine what it's going to be like when we have to go down to Orlando and we're flying and not having our equipment with us the entire time.
That's a little bit long.
Call it double. We're going to be a tight call today. It's 6-6
Is that double on us or them?
on us. On Barra on the
Okay.
set.
Because Neil will launch that long anyway, so either way they were
Yeah.
getting that point.
Yep. But you can already
Yep.
tell this is going to get called tightly
Service error.
today.
7-6.
Don't touch my iPad. That's my job.
So the nice thing about streaming to Twitch is that even though none of us began recording it, Twitch records it for us, so I can still get the whole game.
7-7. Little sloppy volleyball here to start out the weekend.
Matching the broadcast.
The various times people got in last night ranged from mid-afternoon all the way to about midnight.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of some traffic people hit, and
Yeah,
Gabby
there's
rolls it over into the middle and gets the
Some-
point for Southside, and it's now 8-7. Rachel will come in for Neela.
there's some kind of accident on the highway which closed the highway. We actually had to turn around, drive the wrong way on the highway to get off, and go around the accident because the highway was closed for a while.
Yeah, well, that must have happened long after us because we left it a little after 3, and we had no issues.
I think it happened right as we were getting there. We ended up, based on the GPS mark of the accident on the thing, we were maybe within a mile of it, so it had to have almost just happened. And it was in that one-lane construction, so all it takes is one little accident and highway's closed.
Gabby sends one wide, and now it's 8-9.
And so I know Jazz came from a track meet in Kansas City,
Wow,
so she traveled an extra 4 hours to get here.
an 8-hour drive for 8.5 hours. Rachel tools it off the block, comes over, and it is sent into the back, and nobody's there, and it's 8-10. Just about a step slow, maybe? I don't
think
know.
Cam thought that was going to make it out, and it just didn't quite have enough oomph to get.
So
she wasn't-
timeout called by Southside here, down by 2. I'll tell you that
She wasn't overly going
typically
pushing it out.
we've been here with Rachel's team. 3-1-14 came here 3 years ago. The year before we came over to Lindsay, and they're pretty decent. A different category, but
Right.
my older daughter's teams come here several times, and man, I'll tell you what, they came here 16s and 17s, and I mean, the competition in this tournament is insanely good.
This is our first time here.
And it's not a bad place. It's not a bad
It's a
setup.
nice facility,
yeah,
really.
I mean,
Nice, open, flat.
thank God we're here and not downtown at the
Yeah.
convention center, because that would have been a joke. Barra outside Rachel. She sends it into the
A little
net.
short.
8-11, trying to cut that ball a little bit. And just need to get back to basics here. Just grip it and rip it. Down by 3.
I don't know why I keep standing right behind the iPad, the podium, whatever the thing is. Gabby deep in the back. To the outside, long.
Now down by 2, 9-11. Alex will come in for Gabby. Alex will serve for the Southsiders.
Both looks like both teams kind of off to a slow start. Nobody's really getting a rhythm yet on either side.
Into the net, down by 1 now. It is 10-11. Long day of volleyball. We have 3 matches. I think we go all the way to 1 o'clock and then back to the hotel for a little bit, then go downtown to see some women's professional volleyball.
I forget what LO stands for.
Look out.
League One volleyball, that's what it is. There,
Off
we'll
the
take
net,
that.
down, we will take it, and it's 11-11. I can see a path where we stay for the first one and we're out.
Oh yeah, the second one doesn't start till 9:30. If we play early tomorrow, which I believe we do.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what. That you don't see that very often.
No.
Doesn't matter how we do today, we play in the morning tomorrow.
Yeah.
So.
Bear up. Rachel. Deep.
Really aren't getting into system here.
Ooh, nice pickup by Cam. Bear's going to pop that over.
May puts it
There
straight
she
down.
is.
So May gets the first rip of the day, and it's 12-12.
12.
Not that anybody can see it because we have a red signal.
Have to wait 10 minutes for it to get to Steve, so he'll give it to you.
If I could get my foot up that high.
Picked up by Jazz. Ooh, Nelson, nice save there. Like getting to that ball. Alex Barra. Jazz, cross court. Picked up. The net. You free over. And come to the outside, bit long.
Into the front row, and it's 13-12. I'm going to go under the knife at some point, but I have to wait for corporate to get back to me with the leave of absence.
I got a knife I can give you.
Tell you what, there's times when I just about take it.
13-12. Weren't too sure where that was going to go. One line judge called a touch, one didn't.
There was no touch.
Rachel, deep. It was a good move. Everybody was over on the other side of the court.
Blocked by Nelson.
She went deep back to the side everybody ran from, but they were
Another
able to get
block
there.
by Nelson.
Let's go with the three.
Another
Boom!
block by Nelson. Third time's the charm.
Take 3.
I wish the Southside roofers would come over to my house and inspect my roof after the storm.
That's right. I'm not sure that would do so good for you, though, there, Steve.
So
I'm not
three
sure I'd take
straight
advice
hits,
from the
3
Southside
straight
roofers.
blocks by Nelson, and the third one ends up in a point. And now Southside's up by 2, and she got a piece of another one there.
Made her tip it over. She didn't hit it because they saw Nelson.
Saw the Southside roofing truck.
Oh, coming up to try to move in on that tip and overran the balls. It went a little bit further than they expected.
I gotta tell you, it's a little chilly in here.
I'm not going to warm you up, Steve.
That's
You
unfortunate.
can stop trying. Oh, I didn't think that was coming over.
That's probably why we're freezing up. 14-14.
That could be. Picked up by Kim. Barra. Nelson. Tip over. You go to the outside. Come in. Off the block.
Rachel down. 14-15. Southside's down by 1. Nobody really wants to take this thing and run with it. Just not in system at all. Really, the only thing that looked like a hit was Mabel throwing that ball down, and so 15-15 as that ball goes wide.
Most we've had is a string of 3 serves. By the other team, we've had 3 sets of 2 serves. And somebody, that's not going to do it. Need somebody to
And it's 15-16. We're
keep,
putting more
keep a
balls
roll.
in the net, I think, in this first match on a serve than we've done in quite some time. And I'm guessing the court's just as big as it normally is. Shank another one at a timeout. Second timeout used by Southside. Down by 2 here, 15-17. The good news is the bathroom's right there.
It is. There's a bathroom over next to the men's bathroom. Is a filling station for the water bottles,
Which
and then there is a
is appropriate,
concession
right?
stand.
Just recycle that water.
That's right. It just goes from in the bathroom, I think, straight through it out.
It goes right to that really strange coffee place that's right there
Yeah.
that everybody's lining up for.
Pretty
There's
tight
a-
match.
I will say this, though. Historically, there's been a really awesome food court out there. I mean, really
There's
good
a food court.
Outside that entrance over there in the
Uh-huh.
corner, there's a food court, and, man, it's usually really good food.
I'll be
They
darned.
got a big variety of food.
Big variety.
Variety, easy for you to say. No, they usually do have a pretty good food court here. So many options, including barbecue.
Barbecue.
And imagine that chicken.
Oh,
It
creepy
ties
crawler.
us up. We will take the ace. 17-17.
I don't know if I can say that about Jasmine. It's creepy crawler. She makes it over the net. Oh, I missed all kinds of stuff.
And there's the thank you very
There's
much
dunk.
from Barra. And it's 18-17. You know it's only Friday.
That's what I've heard. Somebody told me that once.
It's been a long week. We're going to call it double. and that's
Double, twirl, and
19-17. I left my house on last Saturday afternoon as a timeout's called by CYVBC, which I don't know where they're from. Do you? We're going to call them Surge.
It's the Surge. We played this team before.
I left my house.
We played a couple of these teams before.
Left my house on Sunday afternoon or Saturday afternoon for Houston. Got back Wednesday midday and left last night. So I've spent one night in my own bed in the last, what will be probably 7 days. So.
And you mentioned we were playing in, what is it, I can't think of the name of the level, in Nationals?
Premier, I heard.
Yes, because Club, which is our normal level, was full. So we went up one, which is Premier is pretty much the level we've been playing at all these USAV events.
Good block there by Nelson.
And everybody both refs were watching each other to see if they were going to call her in the net or not. And the down ref over here said she was good.
He signaled for the bunt.
Yeah, he was.
Doing
I think he was looking for the hit and run, but
off the
off the
block.
block.
Good by Cam there. And this is going to be over the net and played down. Point for Surge, and it's 20-18 Southside.
picked up by Kim, Barra, Gabby.
Good job
Punch
by
it.
adjusting there mid jump there.
The right-handed hit to the left-handed punch. And we're going to talk about
Lefty
left-handed
hits it
to the righty.
right-handed, and
That's right.
Nelson puts it
Nelson.
away. So it's 21-18, and May will come in for Nelson so that Camry can serve. Good serve.
Push to the middle of the court.
Need somebody to bang one down there. We need some thunder,
Steve?
Eddie.
Are you saying we need a slam-a-lam-a-ding-dong?
We need a slam-a-lam-a-ding-dong or some thunder. We need something to
Need a-
motivate this crew and wake
need-
them up.
Need to get a half Nelson rolling?
22. I like to see a full Nelson right now, but, she's
I'll
on
take
the
a
bench.
half. I mean,
She's on the bench. So.
oh, I have a feeling if we had a full Nelson
A
right now, that would be
22-18,
illegal.
and the last timeout called by Surge. And while we have a moment, folks,
Do we have a moment?
we have a moment. Let's congratulate my partner, Eddie Lee, on his promotion to lieutenant. Congratulations, my friend. Not a small deal. So
Thank you. I appreciate it.
he is getting promoted while he is out of town.
Yeah, and actually, I'll get promoted Sunday, theoretically.
Yeah, so he is here and he's getting promoted.
Some
Not posthumously, because he's still going to be with us. But
a lot of people get written up on their day off. I get promoted on my day off.
in all seriousness, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we're back here as Cam sends it over, and that's thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much.
23-18. So finally somebody's taking a little bit of a lead here.
I can't say all my stat keeping is completely accurate because I've been scrambling to get things going here, but I believe that's our first ace.
Nobody's watching anyway.
That's
Second
true.
ace.
Let's see. Even the guy not keeping stats knows I'm wrong.
I pay attention. 23-19, Eddie, what's that?
That's the Monsters Inc. score, isn't it?
I heard a rumor.
See if we can get Jay on the line and verify that.
Hello, Jay.
Picked up by Neela. Barra.
Good
Gabby
job by Gabby just to get that over the
smacks it.
net. Neela.
Boom! Neela!
That's what we need, a little
A
thunder.
little bit of pinball.
And it's 24-19. She kind of came from down under, so that's the thunder from down under. As Barra serves here for the set.
Yeah, that was a nice. Was she a back row hit there?
No, she hit
Was
it
she,
from the
but
back.
she was out. I mean, she was out near the 10-foot line. I know she's from the back.
Well, block.
Okay.
Oh, good job by Camry there.
Oh,
And rolled
nice
over the top of the
rollover.
net. So let's see if we can get another slam. Outside Gabby
Gabby
off the block.
Overran that a little bit.
Rachel, good job not to. I mean, she would have loved to have
Nice
killed
cut.
that. Blocked and down on our side.
Oh.
She was there, but couldn't quite get it to fall on our side. But that's okay. We don't normally serve
Yeah.
set point anyway.
We can't serve set points, so we might as well
So-
just threw that ball on the ground and just giving it to them. So we
Set
can,
point number 2 here. Surge serves. Southside set point number 2.
Ooh, Barra thought she was going to run out of room,
And
but
we'll
she's
have
really
a
close.
set point number 3. Little confusion there in the back about who was going to hit that. No confusion there as an ace, and it's 24-22, and nobody has any timeouts, so we're playing this thing
Yep.
out. Set point number 4.
Picked up.
Gabby.
Gabby on the back. Going outside. Off
Into the
into
net. That'll
do
do it. So Southside gets a break there and wins 25-22 in the first set. We'll reset the scores. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back after. Wait, we have no
Oh.
messages.
Yeah. We'll be
So-
back right at you.
Word from none of our sponsors.
So here we are. We're back. So for all the fans that are trying to reach me, my phone is streaming the game, which you can't see. So,
It's on Do Not Disturb.
yes. So I am currently unavailable since I can't bring the iPad.
Marching in place.
Well, you know.
Just want to take a moment to thank Lindsay for booking an out-of-time tournament in Masters weekend. Those of us who enjoy watching the golf.
Watching the golf.
Last year she booked an out-of-town tournament Super Bowl Sunday.
But at least it's early in the day, so you can still watch the Masters in the afternoon.
Hello, friends. Except for Sunday when I'm going to be driving back during the final round.
At least have your iPad right on the dashboard right in front of you. there,
That's
you know?
illegal.
You
That's
can't do that?
illegal.
You
Yeah.
can't do that?
Although, did I mention I got a new truck?
I've heard something like that.
So the new truck has a big, big screen. If I could figure out a way to put it on that, I probably would. But I'm sure there's a way. I'm not going to do it, but not gonna do that.
Not gonna do it.
Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture.
Ugh.
There's the jacket for you, Ed.
I've got one. I think we should broadcast in those in green.
No, I don't think so, Ed.
Although I did see our new uniforms being provided by corporate walk through here earlier today.
They were the wrong colors, but
Well, it's an offshoot brand. Everybody can't have the same brand.
we will have something new to debut at Nationals. Since that went over so well last year.
Are you planning on missing the flight?
That's mean.
The Bears going to start
Honestly, you
this off
never know
right in
with
front of
this
you.
thing. You're always
Yeah.
watching anyway.
What you're saying is we can count on you not walking to Nationals.
Dude. Or walking through Nationals. It wasn't too bad today. I didn't have to park too far from the door, and we came in the door and into the venue. We straight
Yeah, it's
back.
right back. This is we're in a really good court.
We guessed perfectly. Each team with a
That's
service
sure, I
error
agree
to
with that
start
one,
us
but
off here.
I'll take it.
And Volleyball Jesus on the next court.
Oh, you know what?
That's part of the problem.
He's
We
not
don't
here.
have
We don't have Jesus.
we don't have
out.
Lucky Charms or Jesus up in front of us here.
We can work on that during the break.
Can you do that? Can you go back as Nelson sends one cross court, picked up nicely, rolled into the back row for Alex Tabera outside. Jasmine down the line and picked up. Rolled over off the block,
nice
done
pickup by
nicely,
Jazz.
and May puts it back over, lives another day here. That's out of bounds, and that's going to be a point for Southside, and it's 2-1.
Did you see the line judges?
No, I did not.
Watch them see if they do that
Synchronized
again.
flagging.
That was kind of funny, actually.
Alex.
Push to the outside. Cam, Barra, Jazz.
Jasmine, that was off. It was tipped. I don't know why we didn't call the tip, but whatever. 2-2.
What are you wearing?
Don't step on my.
Barra, Jazz gonna kind of roll push that. That was kind of an unusual shot. It kind of caught everybody off, I think. Neela.
Bueller. So for those of you who did not join us at the Powell Trivia Night, let's just say we didn't do real good.
I'm very upset. I think they had a bunch of the wrong answers because we were right. No, that's probably not true.
I was disappointed in the volleyball rules category. As Nelson goes
nice off the
block and down for a half Nelson, and it's 4-2 Southside. There were more like history of volleyball than
not
volleyball
really
rules. And the rules they had were very technical. Cam sends it over. So if you weren't an official or a coach, you probably didn't get any of those right.
Especially if you've never seen volleyball.
Little chicken wing there, and
nice tip by Nelson. She's double.
4-3. Wow. Hopefully we rotate officials before our next game.
Yeah, we only went one game with the last official, so. As a matter of fact, the last official I think almost left before the scorecard was done. I'm like, you know you have to sign this, right? And turn it in.
Yeah, this is a
Jazz.
little tighter call than normal.
We're in a little higher division, too.
Mila. Oh, they picked that up.
Yeah, she barely got to that.
Nelson throws it into Swampy's moat. And that is
Down
out.
the line.
That is out. 5-3. It's out all day on Sunday and twice on the weekend. Gabby in for Neela.
Unfortunately, this is only Friday, so it's only out once.
TGIF, Edward.
That is correct.
That is blasted.
There's another lucky fan in the front row.
Oh, they're lucky. She hit her right in the head. 5-4 as Gabby sends that long.
Yeah, looked like a foot fault.
Just thinking that same thing. That is danger, Will Robinson, as Jasmine tries to pound one down, and that is going to be touch?
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, 5-5. If Eddie says so.
It looked like there was something that either touched or, it looked.
So 5-5.
Can't say for sure it was touched, but I would give her a touch. It looks like another service error.
So 6-5.
But line judge wasn't paying any attention. They're too busy
Rachel is
looking
in
at each
for
other.
Alex. Jasmine back to serve.
The outside.
Blocked by
Block.
Nelson.
Nice pickup by Cam.
Rachel outside.
Rachel down line.
Boy, that was a nice shot down the line.
It was.
Put
Nice
Rachel and
touch.
Nelson, but Nelson
Net.
was in the net. It's 6-6. All tied up.
Not really too sure.
Oh, Nelson! Phil
Nelson!
Nelson! And it's 7-6.
Not quite too sure what's so difficult about that. That was the JVA official stop. Goes, are you guys broadcasting? No, we're listening to music.
Here's your sign.
Nelson with the serve. Scares the out?
7-7, apparently. Nelson will go to the bench
Alright.
now, and Cam will come back in. Was he looking for our broadcasting license?
I think so. It's probably displayed right here on our station.
Yes, because we're number one, 7-8. I will say this. We are not. We said this before. We're number one with the 70 and older crowd.
We are.
2/3 of which is at our hotel, by the way.
They are.
Off the block and out, and Rachel ties it again at 8. The Delmar Gardens bus pulled
Is-
up at our hotel last night
Is it
about
the-
8 o'clock, and they were all playing canasta with the Costanzas.
Was it the is it the Cocoon convention
Oh
here?
my God! I mean, honest to God, no offense to any people who are in the 70 and older club, not at all. But if it wasn't for us, that the average age there would be
100.
very, very high.
Well, not for us. It's not the girls.
No, the average IQ is still lacking.
Yeah.
As Rachel rolls one off the blocking down and a 9-8 Southside lead. But I was a little surprised. They literally were playing either hearts or canasta or some bridge, something in the little area where the breakfast is.
Funny thing is Lindsay was coming into our room last night. Lady next door couldn't figure out how to get in her room. She goes, I haven't stayed in a hotel in 30 years.
Yeah. Well, I will say this. The hotel we're staying at is perfect for them because it looks like, to them, it's been renovated.
Yes.
It's 9-9 timeout by
Timeout.
Southside. The hotel was built in the 80s, and it
And
looks
it
like
stayed
it.
in the 80s.
Yeah. I was waiting to see if Blanche, Rose, and the whole gang,
Yeah.
the Golden Girls, were all there last night.
Well, they were asleep by the time you got there.
No, they
6.
weren't, man. They were. I'll tell you what, we got back from dinner at about 9:15 or 9:30, and they were still going strong, playing cards in that room.
I don't know about strong, but they were still going.
Stronger than I was. They had a little more juice than I
More
had
oomph.
last night.
And
Might have been something in that Metamucil they were drinking, or that Ensure.
that hotel was it was difficult to find hotels down here. I've looked for like a month and a half trying to get hotels. I finally had to book them under me just to get a hotel down here. And there's a few hotels that had like 2 or 3 rooms, but there wasn't any. They had a group big enough for all of us. That's how we kind of ended up with that mess.
It's not horrible. I mean, just because the sheets make me scratch. They're not. It's 9-10 now. The same story we had in the first set. Hopefully, it ends the same way. Neither team really wanting to take a hold of this. Barra sets it up for May.
There's a
Good
nice
job by May there, pushing that over.
Somehow they were able to keep that alive.
Back set Neela, one foot
Handed.
takeoff, and she hammers it, and it's still in play.
Picked up by
Barra
Cam.
outside Rachel. Bomb off the block. Pushed outside into the back and long, and
Out.
it is 10-10, good buddy. Alex will come in for Rachel. Still really, other than me in the first set and Nelson here in the second, seen anybody really with a boom shakalaka bomb here. We really need to get something going.
We do.
Off the block. Good job by May, but hey, all she had to do was put it where nobody was.
And they weren't.
It's 10-11. As soon as the block was done, the middle was open, nobody covered it, and they just said, well, if you're going to go over there and block it, we'll just do this.
And I will say that hopefully maybe this will play in our favor. We keep playing like this in this game. We look kind of like a lackluster team. Hopefully they can bring it against some of these other teams. They're played a pretty spirited match earlier.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised at how that turned out based on the warm-ups, but that just shows you one thing is two people try to hit it and neither one of them do. That just shows you one thing, don't watch warm-ups.
Yeah.
10-12.
Well, when you're continuously getting perfect sets, you can hit the crap out of the ball.
Yeah.
In a game situation.
Look like a completely different team.
Nice stop by Barra to keep that ball up. Oh, good pickup by Neela.
Working smart or harder, not smarter, as that ball hits the ground, and it's 11-12. We are working harder. We are diving for balls we don't need to dive for because the people who should hit them aren't hitting them.
Yes. But hey, at least
Neela made a hell of a play there, but really three other people should have hit the ball.
Yeah.
She should have had to dive.
Cam.
Cam crushes one into the back.
Barra. Cam. Jazz. Back, picked up, push the right side.
Good
Nelson
job
with a
by
lefty.
Nelson.
Nelson was just a little too...
Great save by Cam, and
Yeah.
Alex drops it into the back row to keep it alive. And that one doesn't come over, and we're tied at 12. So neither team really wants to go on a run here. Hopefully we can get that run we had at the end of the last set.
Nobody's had Mexican.
Almost last night. Camry. And nobody goes and gets that, and a free point there for the Southsiders, and it's 13-12.
The ace for the Cam.
For the Cam.
The Cam.
Another one. Oh, it's out, and it's 13 all. A lot of long balls here. Little extra oomph on them this morning.
Yeah, maybe the higher altitude, they're floating further.
That's in, and that was an ace, and I'm not really sure what we were looking at there, but 13-14.
You're looking at an ace, Steve.
Yeah. Hit it where they ain't.
Picked up by Cam. Alex Nelson.
Shot.
You push to the outside. There's a
Straight
nice hit by them.
Off the melon of the gentleman sitting in front of me. That's 13-15. That's your friend right there, Ed.
I think so. There's another ace.
13-16, another timeout call by Southside. That'll be the second timeout in this set, too. And it's about where we were in the first set. Maybe not quite 3 points, but it's first real run they've gone on.
Nobody ever really got out in front of anybody until the end of that first set where Jazz put 4 in a row together. It's 3 in a row for her. That's the only significant, if you want to call it that, run for either team. We had a single run of 2 by Cam earlier. It was the only 2 runs during this game. Otherwise, it's been back and forth, back and forth.
Need to get a side out and get a run of our own here.
Here, you take the point. Here, you take the point.
Yeah.
That'll be a first one.
So the service error out of the timeout, and it's 14-16. Gabby and Fernila.
Gab puts them down the middle.
This will be a free ball over.
Going to drop.
Jazz off the block.
Yep, Barra.
Nelson!
Hello! This is about the time she put one out last.
15-16. If you weren't awake, you are now.
Well, if you can even see it. May still be asleep. You can't see this.
You don't know this yet, but you're gonna like that.
Yeah. If you rewatch this when we're done.
Gabby. This is gonna be a free ball coming over. Wow.
High that's
fly
quite
ball.
The free ball.
And that's a overpass.
Oh.
That just killed us. And it's
Barra was right there to get the block, but just didn't quite get there.
17-15 on an overpass on a free ball. Those are the ones you want to have back.
Foot fault.
Well, we'll take that. Should be ours, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Drop the ball like they were getting it. So
Drop
Jasmine
it like it's
is
hot.
in. Jasmine to serve. Rachel is in for Alex. I just noticed our assistant coaches did not join us on this trip.
Negative.
That is ugly, and it's 17-17.
What'd you call me?
Ugly. Hey, if the shoe fits there, Lieutenant. I would never call you ugly on purpose.
Call me ugly on a purpose?
That's tipped. That was
Out.
That was pretty clearly tipped. 18-17. But we'll take it. We could use a break.
Everybody but the line judges saw it, apparently.
I mean, did it not look like it went right off the block? Jasmine
missed
drops
it,
one in.
honestly.
Into the net, and
Another
it's 19-17. This is about the point. Now, a timeout called by Serge.
It's exactly
about the time.
It's exactly the point, Steve. Look,
It
started
really
right
strange.
here with Jasmine. Starts.
It's just odd how these things
Yeah.
work.
Well, that's their timeout.
It is their timeout because we don't have any left.
Squeeze me. Jazzarino.
Oh, you didn't mean that literally?
No. Well, whatever, you know. Jazzarino will put this into play.
Well, that's a nice drop ball.
I smell
Over the
hash
top
browns.
of the block. Barra outside. Oh, and Rachel goes off the block. And it's 2017, and what you're smelling is fried food. There's French fries over there.
It's just like
But
hash
what they
browns in a
don't
different
have,
shape.
they don't have the chicken bacon cheese fries here.
Have you checked?
No, but I know they don't. Jasmine drops another one over there. That's straight
There's
down
off
into
the
the
block.
floor, and it's 2018.
Oh, look. The run stopped at the exact same spot.
Huh. Yeah, but we started another one right after this, so
Yeah,
let's get
so
a
let's see
side
if
out and start another one.
Swing and a miss.
There we go, and there's a service error on Surge, and it's 21-18. Nelson will serve. Mabel in. Kamari takes a little break.
Nelsonian will put this ball in play.
She does, and she drops it. That's going to be out
Ace.
of bounds, and that's an ace. 22-18. It's looking a lot like the first set,
I believe
and we
that
like
is
that outcome, so we
her
need a
first of the
similar
game.
outcome. Another good serve.
Nelson. Oh, I thought there was going to be another ace. I'm just
Free
gonna get
ball
to it.
over. Got to do something with this here. Back set. I'm surprised that wasn't called a double. Blocked
There's a
by
block
Mabel.
by Mabel.
Mabel Wagner, party of one, and it's 23-18.
There's a party? I missed it.
Party going on right here. A celebration to last around the year.
That's right.
So bring your good times.
Celebrate
And your
good
laughter
times.
too.
That's right.
As off the top of the net. And
Oh!
We're going to clip that off, but
Even though it didn't work
unfortunately
out.
we didn't get it. And guess where we're at, Eddie? 23-19. Been here, done that.
If you want, you can just replay the first match. And
Rachel, middle back.
Freep.
We need a big one here. Big boom
Big,
shakalaka.
Boom!
Rachel bomb. And it's 24-19. That's what we needed.
And we're serving, so you know where this is going.
Yeah, so we're gonna probably. I think we're gonna get this one. I'm predicting big things here out of Barra.
Predicting big things.
Gabby went out. Neela came in. Barra serves. This is gonna be a free ball, and somebody's gonna be hammering one right here.
Find out.
Rachel throws it into the back. Oh, chicken wing. And Rachel rolls it over. Blocked by May and out. And guess what? 24-20. Set point number 2 now for your.
Speaking of chicken wings.
Actually, set match point number 2 for your Southsiders.
Cut by Cam. Barra.
And Mabel puts it away, and your Southsiders take a two-game sweep here. We'll take a break.